Okay, so what I'm going to take you through right now is a review of bank reconciliation. We did this back in Chapter 5, back in the fall, and wanted to go over another example with you. This isn't straight out of your packet. This is back from Chapter 5. But just to remind you the things that we're going to be doing for this. Okay, so this is your bank reconciliation statement. You're also going to have a bank statement. You're also going to have, in your packet, you're going to have all of the checks, and they're back in the back of the source document booklet, and it tells you to tear them out, but don't tear the checks out. You can tear the bank statement out, but don't tear the checks out because it's just too many of them. So just leave those in the book. And then you also have your checkbook. And in your checkbook, you have check stubs for checks that you've written, okay, and the balances and all that good stuff. So we're going to go through the process of reconciling. We're doing this on July 29th. And we're just going to start with the two numbers at the top and then work our way down. So the balance on the check stub number. This is always going to be the next unused. Okay, and here's our next unused right here. This check hasn't been written. Actually, you would actually still see the check here attached in your actual checkbook. Okay, so this is next unused, but it gives you the balances. It gives you the balance from the previous check stub, and then you may have some deposits show up here that you need to incorporate. So that's why you need to look at this stub. Okay, so that's 16,136.00. Okay, and then it talks about the total bank charges. So you have to look at, it may be in your notes. It'll also be, look here for service charges, SC, $10. In your problem, you'll also have a CC with a number for credit card. Okay, so we'll actually want to look at both of those numbers and record those possibly. So $10 for the service charge. This is just the bank charging you to do business with them. Okay, and the total is $10. Notice it says to deduct, so we are subtracting 16,126 for our this is our new adjusted check book amount. And then we would need to make sure we record these service charges in our checkbook. So on that last check stub, service charge of $10, and if you had a credit card fee, you want to put it there too. Okay, and then you would have a new balance, and then you would write this check for whatever you're writing it for. Okay, then you also need to journalize it. Okay, so you'll go to your cash payments journal and journalize the bank service charge, miscellaneous expense, whatever the account is that they're telling you to, for a $10 debit and a $10 credit, cash credit. Okay, and so that would go in the actual journal. Okay, you can't skip that step. So don't skip the step putting it in the checkbook, and don't skip the step about putting it in the journal. Okay, so that takes care of this side. This side, balance on bank statement. Okay, here 16,550. Okay, any outstanding deposits. So to do that, you've got your bank statement and you have your check stubs. So this line right here is your deposits. So sometimes you have one, sometimes you don't. You just need to compare to see what the bank has recorded. So 24,000, yes, they've recorded that deposit. That's good. 250, yes. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, I did this one. Here's one for 520 and 1114. And that's all the deposits. So this one right here, 860, is outstanding. And that you put the date on that, which is 7/28. Okay, and then total that up. We could have more deposits in there. In this case, we don't. Okay, this is our new subtotal. Okay, remember we added that. And then it says to deduct, which is subtract, outstanding checks. So these are all the checks that went through the bank and cleared out. Those are all in your source document. And they should be listed up here too. And then you have your checkbook. Go check your checkbook. Did all of them come through? Okay, so we just have to go through 251 for that amount's good, 252 for that amount, 254 for 500, 253 for 3120, 255 for 410, 260. Well, actually, let's go ahead and jump over here. 256. Okay, I'll check that one off. 258. Down here. 259. Here. 260. 257. Here. 260. Here. We good? 261. No. Okay, so 261's outstanding. 262's here. We'll check it off. 263 outstanding. 264 outstanding. And then this one hasn't been written. Okay, so we have 3 outstanding checks. So we'll go write these down. 261 for 750. 263 for 34, 264 for 500. Add all that up, which is 1284. Okay, so that's where this is going here. And then it said deduct, so take this minus this to get our new amount, which should be 16,126. And then if these two numbers are equal, then our bank account is reconciled. Okay, and then this is the actual form you will turn in for a grade. That's part of your grade list for the packet. All right, so hopefully that helps. Go get them.